Hi guys, this is an assignment for school. I'm playing the part of a case manager conducting an intake. This is for my community integration and inclusion class, MHT 225. Um, the date is 10/16/22. My professor is Professor Young, and my name is Angelia Garrigan. Um, So my boyfriend Thomas will be playing my client that is coming in to seek services at Western, and I'll be conducting the intake on him. Um, so this is Thomas. Hi Thomas, how are you
Hi,
doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. So I think first we're just going to start off with some basic information, and I'm going to take your contact information. That's what this
Good.
sheet is. So your name legal name Thomas John?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't go by any other names?
No.
Okay. And address?
63 Winter Street, Augusta, Maine. 04330. There's no apartment number.
Okay. And your date of birth?
December 2nd, 1983.
Okay. And you identify as a
Man.
okay. The next block is just over your insurance information. Um, do you have insurance?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Um, and do you have your card on? You have to know your number? Or have
Yeah.
Okay. Um, okay, so a phone. Do you have a work cell and a home phone number or
I
just
only have a cell phone,
okay,
so that's my primary phone.
okay, and that's
207 316 7373.
okay, and is this phone okay to leave messages on
Yeah.
if somebody calls you? Okay.
Yep.
And what is your primary, you said? Okay, so marital status. Are you single, married, divorced?
Married.
Married. Okay. And just gonna ask for your spouse's information.
Yeah, it's Angie John.
Okay.
Same
Um,
address.
same address. Okay. Um, and if Western is unable to reach you, is it okay to leave a message on her
Yeah.
phone? Okay. And her phone number.
207 613 8773.
Okay. And are you employed?
No.
Okay. Are you using EAP?
Yes.
Okay. So that's and emergency contact. Is that gonna be your wife?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Same address?
Yeah.
All right. So current physician. Do you have a doctor right now?
I do. I use FMI in Augusta, Family Medical Institute.
And is there a certain doctor there that you see?
Dr. E.
And you wouldn't happen to know that phone number, would you? Two doctors.
Yeah, it's 207 626 1561.
And by who was you referred to us by? Did you say?
Myself.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Well, here's that back. Okay, so the next form that we're going to go over is this form is to acknowledge that informed consent, rights, responsibilities, privacy, and policies, and all of that. That I've gone over that with you. So the informed consent that I have read and that you understand the risks and benefits related to treatment and evaluation of Western psychological and counseling services, and that you consent to receive mental health services by Western. And any questions that you have regarding these have been answered. Yes, okay. Can you just, can I do initial here? Okay, and the next one is your rights and responsibilities. And that is that I have read and that you understand all your rights and your responsibilities for receiving services at Western. This includes complaints, fees, and no-show cancellation policies, and your rights. And that you do have a copy of these rights and responsibilities, and that any questions on these have been answered. And then the next one, so I'll just have you initial that too. The next one is notice privacy practices. That I've reviewed Western's privacy practice with you. This includes the privacy and expectations to confidentiality. Any questions I have regarding that you have regarding these practices have been answered, and a copy of these practices also have been given to you, and that you understand that Western will share basic information with your primary care provider unless we are asked to restrict disclosure.
Mhm.
Okay, and the financial is that if you cancel within 24 hours or do not show for an appointment, that you will pay the $55 of the OHP and general fund accepted, and that the financial guarantor, meaning that you'll be responsible for the payment of co-pays, insurance, deductibles, and fees for the services covered by the plan or the EAP. And then also the last is advanced directives that if you'd like more information about how to make medical advance directives, I'll have you sign initial these ones that you've been gone over and received all the information for those. And then the advanced directives, that we've gone over both of these. And then I'm just going to have you print your name and birth date, please. And then was there any more questions regarding those that you needed? No? So the next form is your adult intake form. And with this, we're going to just go over a bunch of things to describe, symptoms that you might consider problematic. But I guess before we do that, we're going to kind of talk about, describe the problem that brought you here today.
Yeah, I just am at a point in my life where I would like to be further along than I am, and feel like I need help doing that. So I felt like coming here would help me.
Okay. Is there any specific things that
My anxiety.
brought you? Okay. So distractibility. Do you have problems with or symptoms that you would consider to be problematic with distractibility?
No.
No. Hyperactivity?
No.
Impulsivity?
No.
Boredom?
No.
Poor memory or confusion?
No.
Seasonal mood change?
No.
Sadness, depression?
No.
Loss of pleasure or interest?
No.
Hopelessness, thoughts of death?
No.
No. Self-harm behaviors?
No.
Crying spells?
No.
Loneliness?
No.
Low self-worth?
No.
Guilt or shame?
Yes.
Fatigue?
No.
Okay. Change in appetite?
Yes.
Lack of motivation?
No.
Withdrawal from people?
No.
Anxiety, worry?
Yes.
Panic attacks?
No.
Fear, fear of being away from home?
No.
Social discomfort?
No.
Obsessive thoughts?
No.
Compulsive behavior?
No.
Aggression?
No.
Fights?
No.
Frequent arguments?
No.
Irritability, anger?
No.
Homicidal thoughts?
No.
Flashbacks?
No.
Hearing voices?
No.
Visual hallucination?
No.
Suspicion or paranoia?
No.
Racing thoughts?
No.
Excessive energy? Wide mood swings?
No.
Sleeping problems?
No.
Nightmares?
No.
Eating problems?
No.
Gambling problems? Computer addiction?
No.
Problems with pornography?
No.
Parenting problems?
No.
Sexual problems?
No.
Relationship problems?
No.
Work and school problems?
No.
Okay. Alcohol and drug use?
No.
Okay. Reoccurring disturbing memories?
No.
Okay. So basically, some of the symptoms that you feel that you have problems with is your change in appetite, anxiety and worry, and maybe carrying some guilt and shame.
Yes.
Okay. Are your problems affecting you in any of the following ways? Handling everyday tasks,
No.
work or school,
No.
recreation activities,
Yeah.
self-esteem,
No.
housing,
Yes.
sexual activity, relationships,
No.
legal matters,
No.
health, hygiene,
No.
finances.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever had thoughts that made statements or attempted that thoughts that made statements or attempted to hurt yourself or anything?
No.
No. Okay. Have you ever had thoughts or made statements or attempted to hurt somebody else? Okay. Have you recently been physically hurt or threatened by somebody else?
No.
Have you gambled in the last 6 months?
No.
Okay. Have you felt a need to be? Have you felt the need to bet? Okay. So none of these are no. Have you ever lied to people important to you about how much you gambled? So that would be a no too. And the last form that we're going to go over is it's another questionnaire like that one, a long one. Sorry. I know the paperwork can be hard to sit through. In this questionnaire, we're just going to ask some commonly reported thoughts, feelings, behaviors amongst people that are seeking behavioral health treatment. So think about the past 2 weeks and answer the questions below to the best of your ability. So over the past 2 weeks, think about the way that you've been feeling when I ask these.
Okay.
And the questions are going to go by how often did you, and then it's going to be never, hardly ever, sometimes, often, very often.
Okay.
Okay, so over the past 2 weeks, how often did you feel unhappy or sad? Never, hardly ever, sometimes, often, or very often. Okay. How about over the past 2 weeks have with your energy? Never, hardly ever, sometimes. Okay. Have you had a hard time getting along with friends and family coworkers,
Partly.
feelings of hopelessness about the future over the past 2 weeks?
Never.
Never. Have a hard time paying attention, over the past 2 weeks. How's that been?
Hardly.
Feeling unproductive at work or other daily activities.
Sometimes.
Feel tense or nervous.
Sometimes.
Have problems with sleep, too much, too little,
Sometimes.
too little of both.
Yeah.
Feel lonely.
Never.
Think about harming yourself.
Never.
Have someone else express concerns about your alcohol or drug use.
Never.
Have more than 5 drinks of alcohol at one time.
Never.
Have a problem at work, so school or home because of alcohol or drug use.
Never.
Okay. Okay, this is applies to the same thing over the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna just ask some questions, and then you're gonna tell me whether it's true, almost true, unsure, almost false, or false. Okay, so I have felt that we talked about the things that were important to me.
What are the things again?
Okay, so that if you felt that you and I have talked about the things that were important to you.
That you and I have?
Yeah.
Yes.
That the therapist, that you felt that the therapist liked and understood you.
Yeah.
You felt the session was helpful.
True.
That you felt confident that the therapist and you'd work well together.
True. I think I should have put down on that paper about paying attention. I'm just kidding.